friends, it's Colleen from Kelly Jean here, and today we're going to do a first impressions on the BECCA Ultimate Coverage 24-Hour Foundation. I got this in linen, which is really light and hopefully not going to be too light for me. Actually, I'm going to be doing basically a full face of BECCA here. The only products that I'm not going to use that are BECCA is the Tarte Base Tape Primer and Pretty Vulgar Concealer. And yeah, I don't have any eye makeup on right now. I'm doing this backwards, but hey, who cares? It's just makeup, as Wayne Goss says. Sorry if that annoys anybody, the finger popping. But let's take off the glasses and get ready to go. Kelly, the camera's up there, not on the screen. Hi. Now that I'm blind as a bat, I'm going to go ahead and do a pump of the base tape. Let's do 2 pumps of the base tape. Now this has a wonderful coconutty smell to it. Which I adore. I've primed my face with the face oils and a couple of different serums and I shouldn't so much. The Secret Sauce Anti-Age Moisturizer. So my face is really, really moist right now. I'm going to definitely be needing, let that dry a little bit. Definitely going to be needing the BECCA powders that I'm going to use, and I'll tell you what they are and how exactly I'm going to be using them. But I just realized that I don't have any brushes, so give me a moment. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I have my brushes and concealers and things. So the first thing that I am going to do is do a couple of pumps of the BECCA Ultimate and grab my BoxyCharm complexion brush and move my mirror over a little closer so I can see what I'm doing. A couple of dots here and there. Start working that into my face. Oh, giggly moogly. It is light. I may have gotten the wrong color. But we can fix this with bronzers and contour and thinking that my highlighter might be too light at this point. But we shall see. And this is first. Oof, I'm looking at myself in the monitor, and at this particular point in time, I would say that this was perfect for using for one of my old Rocky Horror things. But if you look, it's the same color as my neck. So let's see if the color changes when I change the color. Oh, that's cold. And slightly. Let's keep it on warm. I want to put this up as high as I possibly can. I've got a disc light. Definitely going to need to do the ears today. Okay. Well, so far it goes on rather smooth. It's got beautiful coverage. Feels great, honestly. Very light. Probably only needed 1 pump. Just put the rest of this on for kicks and giggles. Now I've put it where I normally put concealer, eyes and such. actually liking that. It doesn't feel very heavy. It blends really beautifully. Well, that's my opinion without the glasses. Let's put the glasses on and double check. Okay. It's a very, very heavy coverage. Oh goodness. I think, yeah, I definitely could have gone with just one pump. One pump would have been just fine. It's kind of sinking into a few places here. It's definitely something better to go on with a sponge, especially if you're going to do 2 pumps. On my skin, it does seem to be a little patchy, but I do have drier, more mature skin, so things are going to look a little bit patchier. Let's start layering on a few things and seeing where we can go from here. Next up is the BECCA Under Eye Bright Concealer, and I like to put this all over my eye, using it as both an eyeshadow base and a under eye concealer. So normally what I would do is I would put this on first, do my eyeshadow, and then put the foundation on. But like I said, we're doing things backwards here. And I really love this product because it's not cakey. It doesn't end up getting too wrinkly by the end of the day. And as my makeup guru Wayne Goff says, if you have more mature skin, you are just going to end up having to deal with wrinkles. Embrace the wrinkles, because it's not the wrinkles that make you look old. What makes you look old, or older, we should say, is the unevenness of skin tone and using too much powder. Alrighty, so we're going to set the under eye at this point in time. Since I've used a pink corrector, I'm going to go ahead and use the Pink Haze powder by BECCA to set this. And I have a lot of it in my little thingy here. I was watching a tutorial. I know that sounds kind of weird. Deja Cat did a Vogue, and Shan XO was following it, and I found out that Deja Cat does the same thing that I've been doing for years, which is to tap a little bit of powder into your the lid when you're using loose powder. And honestly, I learned that technique from QVC, yay, and Bare Minerals, when QVC was basically the only place you could really get Bare Minerals. And then tap a little bit in the there's going to be some powdery fallout. Tap a little into the lid and swirl your brush around a couple of times. Knock off the excess and just lay it in. So, okay, there we go. The eyes are nice and primed and set. Yay. Now, let's add dimension to this face. Okay, pretty vulgar, little white lies. Now with my Wanderer, it works really well. Right now I feel like I look like Daydat, you know, it's kind of like kabuki. Let's see if this adds any Well, it's not really going to be used as a highlighter today, let me tell you that. It's actually deepening some of the tones in my face. And just put it where I normally put it and blend it out. But it is adding some color. And the BECCA concealer added some color. I may actually just go with what's on my eyes right now today. And some mascara, kind of a strange full coverage, no makeup look. Okay, yeah, we can do this. We can definitely do this. Okay, that puts a little bit more humanity in. I don't know if you can see it. Just a little bit. We're also going to do a first impression on the BECCA Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed. This is in Champagne Pop. And let's take a peek at it. This little BECCA packaging. Love the BECCA packaging. Ooh, that's pretty. Let's do a finger swatch. Okay. Yeah, well that's a good highlighter. I definitely need to do something to get a little bit more depth going into my face. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause and get my Morphes. Back, Morphe 8L palette. I'm going to do Donut as usual. And this is the Alamar bronzer brush. I'm literally just going to go in and use this as a bronzer. Using this mirror instead of this mirror. Maybe I should continue to use this mirror. Go up high on my cheekbones. Yes, I'm contouring with bronzer. Sue me. Come down. Go in with Literati. There's an actual bronzer. Shoe shine buffing, yay! Well, there I have a little bit more depth, a little bit more face. Looking a little bit more real here, folks. Okay. Oh, I feel a little better. Let's put the glasses on, make sure that this is exactly where I'm wanting to look. That is looking better, and I can definitely tell that there's a lot of cakiness in my... This may be due to the high moisturizing that I did. You know, up close in a 3x magnification mirror is probably not the best way to be looking at this. My face is still a little tacky in some places. It's looking better. I think once I powder the entire thing, it may calm down a little bit, but I'm not exactly sure that I like this for me. Now, it's a gorgeous product. I'm loving it on, I'm loving it on other people. BECCA is a great company to work with. They've got wonderful formulas, but I'm not really sure that I like this particular one for me. Maybe BECCA's got another foundation base that works better with more mature skin, but this is definitely something that I'd recommend to younger people. Yeah, I'm just not really digging it for me. We'll see how it lasts with everything else, and let's powder this down a little bit. And another thing that I like to do is I like to take the Pink Haze and the Golden Hour and mix them together for setting powder. So I've got a little bit, and it's not a precise thing because this is a slightly translucent, slightly colored but I like the tones that it gives me. Okay, a little bit of alchemy on the brush. And it's still kind of a rosy-ish, there we go, rosy-ish color. Buff that into my skin, have it absorb as much oil as possible. Now this brush is the Complex Culture Press and Set Bronzer brush, and you're supposed to use it like a powder puff for powder and a bronzing brush for bronzer, but here I am just like layering in my face. Oh. Okay, now it feels a little drier. Now I need to get the rest of my mix out so it doesn't contaminate. Okay, I think this is going to look better with some eyeshadow, some blusher, you know, the rest of the face done. But for the time being, I'm going to say that this video is pretty much kaputs. So, if you wouldn't be so kind, or if you would be so kind, like, comment, subscribe, and see you in the next one. And always, sorry, thank you for taking time out of your busy day to be a part of